The public is like that, the media is like that, they show these kind of things. It is what we are watching. They cannot feed us a food that we don't enjoy eating. We have to understand the word destroy is used very strategically. This is very strategic on the part of the creators, on the maker, on the digital platform and the media houses and the YouTube thumbnail. Even me as a YouTube thumbnail creator, I understand when I am using a particular word, what impact it will have on your psychology. The word destroyed, so and so anchor, destroyed so and so public figure, so and so lawyer, destroyed so and so client. This word destroyed, it triggers a sense of frustration within us, the ego satisfaction. We want to vent out an anger on somebody, maybe because all of us, we carry our share of emotional baggages. We are ready to dump it on the next person we come across. And if we come across a video and we see so and so person destroyed, firstly, it raises curiosity within us, and then we see the photo in the thumbnail that who is being destroyed, who is at the receiving end, is a person whom we dislike or who has a different ideology than ours, a different opinion, a different thought process that doesn't match with us. Then there is a sense of thrill that goes down our spine. The excitement multiplies as if you have vented out your anger on your enemy, or the person who has destroyed that person has served your purpose. That is how these words play with our minds. We have to understand it. We have to stop ourselves from behaving like demons. This is regarding a few cases involving public figures and my reaction, response and opinion with context to the public response to these cases. The views I would want to mention are my personal, the opinion is my personal. I may use the term we along with I, yet I don't generalize it. The views are entirely my opinion. To begin with, Amir Liakat's case, Feroz Khan and Syed Aliza Sultan's case, Kangana Ranaut and Hrithik Roshan's case, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's case, Smriti Irani's restaurant case. The nature of these cases are entirely different nationality, different subjects, different circumstances and different approach, but the public response towards these cases were more or less similar. So I would want to begin with the case of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Public trial and public mockery. We have to address the difference between public trial and public mockery. Amber Heard was subject to public mockery and she was subjected to something that I would explain in the end of this video, because this involves my role as an audience, as a viewer, and I am guilty about it. I would want to mention the case of Kangana Ranaut and Hrithik Roshan. I do not believe in the concept of nepotism. I do not believe in the concept of women empowerment or gender bias or gender inequality. Here, what concerned is the chastity of a woman, or for that matter, a man. Who is wrong, who is right, whether the relationship existed or not. When the matter is in the courts, then it is the court that is to bring out the verdict and pass judgment. But we as people, I can't even imagine my inappropriate pictures coming in public domain, my personal emotions in form of emails or letters being read out in public, I being called out as a witch, being subjected to period shaming, period blood shaming, magic, black magic, witchcraft, these kind of trolls, these kind of name calling that can destroy a person's life, may it be a public figure, a man, a woman or a common man. Now coming to the case of Smriti Irani's restaurant case. We speak about mental health, but a case especially involving the name of a school going kid or a college going kid. We speak about mental health, but do we practice sensitivity? It was highly insensitive to use mocking words and phrases such as sanskari bar. I condemn it. Next, coming to the Firoz Khan and Alize Sultan's case. Children's custody, divorce and a domestic angle comes, which is yet to be proven in the court. Very well explained by the defense lawyer of Firoz Khan. Citing the example of Kubra Khan, either bring evidence to back your statement or apologize. The way the fans reacted, exposing the pictures of their children crying in courtroom, and the pictures were shared and they went viral. What the parents must be going through, but we are insensitive in our approach. Every one of us, even me, if I have seen those pictures, and yes, I have seen those pictures and I am guilty about it. This curiosity within us to know and watch something was going in the private and personal lives of somebody else, may it be a common man, a neighbor or a public figure, and the way the co-actors reacted, the fellow actors reacted, your colleagues, when they begin to react and they begin to character assassinate you and they pass verdicts, bring out the evidence that will back your statement or simply apologize. I support this, and this applies to one and all the cases I mentioned above. Either bring out the evidence that will back your statement or apologize, or simply do not make any such statement. Now lastly, the most heart-touching case, the Amir Liakat's case. We all know what happened. Who leaked the video? Equally responsible are the people, the number of eyeballs that video attracted, the number of clicks, those fingers that clicked and shared that video. Will God forgive us as human beings if we are participating in any such activity and we are witnessing the consequences, that what use are we making of the social media? We are completely misusing social media without caring about anybody's personal and mental emotions and mental well-being. May it be a 49-50-year-old man, or may it be a school-going kid, may it be a woman or a man, different share of struggles they are going through without looking at the body of work. In case of Kangana Ranaut, how easy was it to cite mental health examples? I mean, look at the body of work and the personality of the person. How can we judge and say that the person is imagining something or not? Let the court take its decision, and in spite of getting to know a decision, one party wins, the other party loses. We don't have the right, no court or institution has given us the right to publicly humiliate, to publicly discuss, or to bit by bit belittle or destroy a person. It is a direct character assassination. Most heart-touching case, Amir Liakat case, and then personally very close to my heart is the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's case. I personally find myself directly responsible as a part of the team who has wronged Amber Heard. The kind of memes that were made out of her, look at her body of work, look at that person before calling the person a psycho or a narcissist. These are huge terms. Anybody who is commenting narcissist, are you or am I a certified doctor? If not, then who has given me the permission to pass these kind of statements? Leave alone being a common man. Coming to think of it, just let's imagine you and I are doctors. Still we are not allowed to pass these kind of comments. Are we physically examining that person? Are we authorized to pass a medical report, to issue a medical report on that person? How can we do something like that? Pass a verdict on the person's mental health? Are not all of us dealing with some sort of mental struggle? What is this toxicity within me? When I was looking at those videos, I couldn't help myself from laughing the way it was presented. My conscious mind suppressed my subconscious, taught my subconscious that look, it's not your fault. It is the kind of funny memes, it's being presented in a way. Yes, it is fact that it is being presented in a way, but on applying your mind, on applying your common sense, on observing yourself, if you find yourself in that video, if I find myself in my video, or any of my loved ones who is very close to me in that video, and the person is being talked and called out with names. Amber Heard the turd. Turd means dirt. Turd means some waste matter, excreta. If your loved one is called excreta, how would you feel? If her mental health is questioned every time in public, how would you feel? Just because her court case is on and the court case is on public domain. That doesn't give us, being public, the access and the authority to destroy a person. Why I'm saying destroy? Because in most of the videos it was written so and so lawyer destroyed Amber Heard. So if you have a liking, if we in general have a liking for somebody, there is a way to express our support. And for heaven's sake, if that person is somebody we dislike, then we enjoy watching the mockery of that person. And if that person is somebody whom we are close to hating, who has a different ideological opinion, a different ideology than what I believe in, then there is this sense of thrill that goes down our spine, and the pleasure of watching the mockery of that person, the destruction of that person multiplies. Whatever the market offers us, there is a market survey conducted on the human brains, the human psychology, on how will the public and the consumer and the customers react, and then that product is offered. Sadly, if that product is human emotion, human dignity, then we cannot blame only the digital platforms and the makers and the media houses. They are 1 to 2 to 5 to 10 to 100,000, maximum a lakh maybe. We constitute the society, and we cannot shy away from our responsibility and get away with by just blaming them, because it is we who speaks about our personality, the kind of consumers we are making ourselves of. It speaks about what are we as human beings. Toxicity inside us has to do with the inner conflict, which is somewhere, I believe, it is driving us to develop a sadistic approach towards life and other human beings.